This week we're going to finish off our PowerPoint presentation by adding images and animation. So first thing we need to do is go to Google, and then we're going to go up here to sign in. Now this is exactly the same details as for your school email account. Click next and put in your password. So you're now logged into Google. You'll notice that it'll have your initial up here. What we now want to do is go into Google Apps and then go into your Drive. So from last week you should have your presentation there, and we put your name on it, so double click that, and then here you need to open with Google Slides. If that's not appearing exactly the same, go to the open with and select Google Slides from there. So the first thing that we might want to do is start putting some images into our presentation. So the easiest thing to do there is open up another tab and go to Google, and you want to put the word clip art in whatever you're searching for. So if I then go into images, and we should get our clip art images here, it should be fine. So just have a look and decide which one of these you actually want to use. Right click, and we want to copy the image. We'll go back to our tab with our presentation in. Now it's important, now don't click on any of the text boxes there. So if you click just slightly outside of the slide, and then we can just paste or use Ctrl plus V. So we've got our image there, and just move that to where you want. If you want to resize it, then grab a corner and do that. And then we do the same sort of thing for these. So go back to your same tab, clip art, house, just as an example, and again pick one of these. You can, because of the size that we're doing these, we don't really need the full images, so you can just right click and copy the picture straight from there. Go back into here, again make sure you're not clicked on either of those, and then Ctrl V or edit, paste. And again we just position our image where we want it there. So you keep doing that until you've got just one or two images on each slide. It doesn't really need anything more than that. Final thing then is the animation. So what we're going to do is click on our first slide, and up here we're going to go to transition. So there's two types of transitions here. There's one that does the entire slide, or you can go to individual objects. So for our first one, I'm going to click on our title, and then I'm just going to go to this box on the outside and click there, and then add animation. So for this one I want the title to fly in from the left. Don't want this on a click because it's our first slide, so I'll just put after previous. Let's click then on our name part here, add animation. Again, that's going to be after previous, and on this one we will fly in from the right. So we can play that just to see what it looks like. Okay, and you could also do the same with your picture. So again, add the animation, we can have that fade in after the previous. So let's try that. So they all come together. So the next one then, let's go to our next slide. Sorry, need to stop that first, and then go to our next slide, and then we would do something similar again. So we can click on our title, click on the box here, add our animation. If you don't want them all to do this separately, use the slide transition here. So we can then use something like maybe like the cube. So if I stop that at the moment and go back, and then we're going to go to View and Present, or Control and F5. So there's the animations that we put in. We click the slide and it will just go directly onto our next one here. So I just need to work with that animation there because that's a little bit late. So press Escape and we've got that object animation there. That'll be the reason why. Just click the trash can icon there so that we've just got the cube effect, and then you can add that to each one. If you want to do, you could have both, so you can have the cube effect and then you can add these animations of, say, appear, maybe not on click after that one, so after the previous, then go to this one, and the same thing is going through these. And then maybe one for our picture as well. So let's just try playing that. And each of these come up. So you just do that until you've got your pictures and animations right across the slide. Again, it will, just click there to get out of this, it will save as you go along, and if you want that back, you would go back to your Google Drive, go back there, and you can see now that it's updated our final slide. So when you get back into school, you can right click and download that, and when you come to download that, then it will go as a PowerPoint that you can then use again in school.